This story makes me very happy. Really, really heartwarming. Baby survives after being born with heart outside her body. So first of all, what? How is that a thing? How does that, the mechanics of that seem impossible? Is the only word that comes to mind. But the details of it are even crazier. So her name's Vanellope Hope Wilkins. It took a team of 50 doctors and medical experts to deliver her. Apparently her condition is 1 in 8 million. And they say that the chances of her surviving, it was about 10%. But science pulled her through. You know, these experts and their hard work. And, like, the thing that blows my mind about this is, if you were to tell me that this is a situation that's happened, I mean, obviously I have no medical training, that goes without saying. But if you were to tell me, as just a regular person, this child is being born, like, let's say we're back in the caveman days. We're all like cavemen, but we're, like, just getting smart enough where our brains aren't like cavemen, but we're still, like, living like cavemen. I like how this example got really weird. But they come up to me, hey, Kyle, there's a baby that's about to be born, and she has a heart outside of her body. What do we do? My response is, like, I don't even like, theoretically, I don't know how that can be fixed. I mean, I guess, obviously, people say, well, you got to get the heart back in the body. Yeah, but where the fuck do you even begin to do that? Like, the heart's outside the body, so you somehow cut the poor little newborn open. It's not like right when they're born, like, oh, they're already, like, in a stable condition where you can do something like that. Like, usually when babies are born, you have to, like, hit them until they fucking cry so that you know, like, they're breathing. So what are you going to do? Take this little thing, tiny little baby, cut open the chest. How do you get... I mean, like, around the heart, if you will. Like, I guess the heart's sitting on the outside of the body. How do you cut into the chest or get the heart back in the chest? Where do you get the extra skin to pull it together to sew it up once you get it in there? And when you get it in there, how do you connect it to all the fucking veins and the arteries and everything it needs to be connected to in order to make the body work? And if you fuck up any little artery or fucking capillary or whatever the things are called, aren't you, like, dooming this poor baby to die? So I'm just fucking stunned by this, man. And this shows you how amazing science can be. I mean, this is the upside of science here. Obviously, the downside, it goes without saying, is like nuclear weapons. Like, we have brilliant scientists who can do shit like this, but we also have scientists who figured out how to blow up every fucking thing on the planet in a matter of minutes with, like, 10 well-placed bombs. So, I mean, that's the upside and the downside, but this really just gives me hope and makes me happy. And it almost makes you feel like, here's a weird takeaway, it almost makes you feel like we all know we're going to die. Like, it's inevitable. Every single one of us is going to die. I know that this turned very dark. But when you read something like this, you almost think like, no, it is fucking theoretically possible they come up with a cure for aging. And we could just stop everything in its path. But then, you know, if you find a cure for aging, number one, only the rich would be able to afford it at first. Number two, they'd never give it, like, widespread. Like, really, what are they going to do? Go to rural Bangladesh and hand this out and be like, here, just out of the kindness of our hearts, we want all of you to live forever. And then you'd also have, when you have to, like, ban reproduction, like, you can't have kids anymore because we will be overpopulated in a matter of, like, 15 minutes if we cured aging. But when you read a story like this, you go, oh, like, that's in the realm of possibility. Like, you could, hypothetically, you could probably come up with a way to reverse the aging process. In fact, didn't we cover a story a while ago? Like literally vampire logic actually kind of works that way. I think they took the blood of young mice and injected old mice with the blood of young mice, and then reverse the aging process or something ridiculous. I'm remembering this story from like a year ago or a year and a half ago. But Google that shit, son. So, yeah. Oh, and the final point about this, which is just the fucking cherry on top for how much I love this story. Where did this happen? The UK. In other words, ooh, socialized medicine, ooh, be afraid of it. Obviously, people die and they have shitty, inferior care. Oh, wait, that's 100% incorrect. And they literally found a way to save a baby who had her heart outside of her body when she was born. Every single dumbass talking point about how bad single-payer systems are, they should immediately be discarded. You should laugh in the face of anybody who ever tries to say they don't have a good system in the UK. All right, number one, it ranks way in front of us. That's just a fact. Every study that has looked into it has come to that conclusion. And number two, they can do shit like this. So it's just not, it's complete bullshit when they say, oh no, they got a public health. I mean, come on, it's a single payer system. It's terrible. You don't want to fucking, oh wait, what? They could save a body when her fucking heart was outside of her body? They could save a baby. They could save a little girl when that happens. Like, what? So there you have it. Science is a wonderful thing. And this really, really, really warms my heart. No pun intended, because I just mentioned the heart. But it really warms my heart that, you know, we're able to do this with science. We're able to do this with experts, doctors. And it warms my heart that single-payer systems exist. And there are some countries that don't fuck over people who can't get health insurance or health care.